Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Marion Trainer Live. And I hope everyone is doing well and I hope everyone has had a great and a wonderful weekend. Okay, it just went off. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Marion Trainer Live. Happy you could join us this morning. And we're going to have another great topic to talk about. And of course, this is June. And last month we celebrated Mother's Day. And for this month is Father's Day. So the topic today will be about fitness tips for dad, and also about getting in better shape and how to start. And I'm going to give you a few tips on being the best fit dad you can be, and we'll keep it simple as well. But as we know, we start out the show with, we always tell you to go join mariontrainer.com. Also, this should be traveled all this video should be on YouTube. So go on there, like and subscribe. We're really trying to get the YouTube channel going. And also remember, mariontrainer.com for your nutritional needs. Click on mariontrainernutrition.com and it will take you to we have a wonderful protein. I'm probably on my fourth or fifth round of the Muscle Up protein. I go with the vanilla, but they do have a vanilla cream, but they do have a chocolate. It is great. They also have on mariontrainernutrition.com. You can also get recipes. They're free recipes for giving you good ideas for smoothies. And we're also being sponsored. Another sponsor today is Pink Lotus. And you can go on mariontrainer.com, click on Pink Lotus for women who suffer in silence, for women who have recovered from breast cancer. There are supplements. They're plant-based supplements, and they are wonderful for women who are going through menopause as well. So check it out. Hope you all have had a good week, as well as now having a good weekend. And we'll start it off for talking to you about dads, some good fitness tips for you. And the one thing I always, and doing my time of being in the fitness business, I have run across a lot of men, especially men of age 40, that want to be in shape, especially after being a dad. Some say, when the mother gains weight, they feel like they gain weight as well. So the first thing I will always tell men, and this is probably a very hard thing for men to do, is to go get a physical. Get a physical so you know where you are, if there's any issues that were unknown that you did not know about, and put yourself in a better position to take care of yourself. I think that's one. I think that should be very important, that you should definitely concentrate on that. And the other thing we want to talk about, make getting fit a priority. Now, when I say get fit a priority, look, I know you're looking at yourself, and most of you dads out there, especially if you lost sight because of scheduling, having kids, that does change everything for you, working, stress, it goes all the way across the board. But you have to make getting fit a priority. And when I say making fit getting a priority, so what good are you to your family, especially your kids, if you're out of shape, you're tired all the time, your health is getting bad by the day? Make it a priority. And then when I talk about making it a priority, just put things in perspective, because you want to be here to see your kids grow up, and you want to be able to be healthy. You want to be fit. And when I say fit, I'm not always talking about, because I think sometimes when people hear, especially somebody like me, talk about being fit, it's not always about bodybuilding. Although when you go in the gym, you are bodybuilding. So you want to take things slow. And the first thing, like I told you, was first get a physical so you know where you are, what do you have going on that you have to address before you start a fitness program. And number two, I said getting fit a priority. And you should, because if you don't, you'll be calling someone like me and you'll be saying, hey, I used to be. Newsflash, no one really cares about what you used to be. It's all about what can you do for me today. And if what you used to be made you better, then you should be doing it. The other thing is, start watching what you put in your mouth. And I know that could be very hard, because time and work scheduling is definitely an issue for most fathers. So when I tell you about watching what you put in your mouth, and this is a good rule of thumb if you really want to understand what you're putting in your mouth, start reading the labels. The other day I saw this, I think it was like grape type ginger ale. And everyone uses ginger ale if they have a tummy ache, not feeling bad, or just, for a refreshing drink. Well, I looked on the back of it, and if everyone hasn't been paying attention, the law has changed, and now they have to put the included sugars. So I saw on it, it was 36 grams of sugar and 36 grams of included sugar in that particular drink, that ginger ale drink. That's 72 grams of sugar. That is a lot of sugar. And if you're not paying too much attention on what sugar can do to your body, just Google it and say the effects of too much sugar. It can wreak havoc on your body over time. Usually, if people feel like they don't feel any aches or pains from what they're doing, they'll keep doing it. The signs will start coming. It just takes longer for it to happen. But the problem is when they start happening, they keep happening. And then it makes it harder for you to get yourself back on track. Although it can be done, it'll just take longer. Number 4, be serious about wanting to get rest. I know sometimes when you work hard and you feel like I don't have time to do anything I like, so when I get home, I get washed up, look after the kids, maybe I can do something that I like. And doing something you like can sometimes go to about 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning without you realizing it. And then you got to get up at 5:30 to start your day, and you realize you've started your day being tired, and that is not the way you want to start your day. So sometimes, and I'm guilty of this also, and just for me personally, staying up longer than I have to, I start reading something, I get so interested in it, or doing my research. But sometimes you have to make getting rest a priority. I just put it down and I just lay my head down and get the rest of it. And I wake up feeling very refreshed. And that is most important about getting your rest, getting good sleep. And also, if you keep doing that to yourself, you're gonna realize you're having you can run into the problem of having insomnia, and you can create a habit for your body, and your body will stick with that habit. Basically, it will turn into basically like they say homeostasis. It's the body's refusing to change. So consistently be mindful of and watching how you get rest, because it is very important. And if you don't think that it's important, and I'm sure some of you have done this, you woke up tired and wondering why you're tired. Well, that's one of the reasons why you're tired. All right. Schedule a realistic training regime. If walking is your thing and you're happy about walking, then make that your thing. Make that your exercise. If running, if running is your thing, make that your thing because it's fun for you. And also, and let me get to the part about weight training, because sometimes people go into the gym, especially after having a long layoff. They've done everything. They've had their physical. They started making their health a priority. But they go in the gym and sometimes they're feeling real zealous. And you just go overboard. And you wake up either the next day or the day after, and you're feeling real sore and like, oh, what did I do? Take your time. Go slow. Build up the tolerance for doing that. Now, in my opinion, and there's been studies that show that resistance training is always going to trump most exercise you want as far as getting results. Now, I have often joked when somebody said, how do you describe weight training? And I call it self-inflicting torture. But if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. And if I didn't like what it did for me, I would not do it. I said that to myself. But so I like what it does for me, so I continue to do it. So resistance training, and there are exercises and stuff that you can do at home. I have a plan that I've been writing out for people. I write plans out to fit your schedule, your needs, and what will be best for you as a person who wants to get in shape. Now, if you can join a gym, that's fine. I understand some people fear about going back to the gym, but before COVID, people had a fear of going to the gym anyway. So let's reduce those fears and just say, if you're going to go, if you don't know what you're doing, it's okay to hire a trainer, consult with an online personal trainer. They write out programs for you. I mean, I do it myself to help you guide you when you go into the gym, and you can look at it on your phone and know what to do. So you just want to be mindful about when you first take on. And if you don't want to go to the gym, you can actually email me at mariontrainer40@gmail.com. And again, that's Marion Trainer 40 at gmail.com. And that's the number 40. And I do write programs out that you can actually do at home. They're simple. I have one of my programs called Marion Trainer Metabolic HIIT Workout. I have several different ones, and you can change them in different orders. You can do it at home. Some of them are like less than 10 minutes, but it's going to feel like you got like a 35, 45-minute workout. You'll be getting resistance and cardio at the same time. So don't be afraid to decide if you need to start at home, and you can build up your confidence and get yourself to where you like to be, and be realistic. Be realistic about your results and know that it's going to take time. You know, if you're 30 pounds overweight, 30 pounds of weight didn't come on overnight, it will not go off overnight. So you have to be realistic with yourself and give yourself a realistic goal. Well, maybe you start out shooting for, I'm going to lose 5 pounds in a month. I mean, if you did it realistically, 5 pounds a month is 60 pounds in a year. But knowing most people, at least have a workout regime at least 2 to 4 times a week. Minimum 2. You can go up to 4. You can go after that if you become more advanced. You can do more than that. I myself, after long competitive years of competing, I mean, I'm at 4. I'm at 4 days. I feel that's where I'm getting my best results at, and I'm basically doing it to stay fit. Um, not doing it to basically be a bodybuilder anymore. I'll always be a bodybuilder at heart, but I basically stay on a 4 day a week type training program, which has worked best for me. But if you are beginning or you're starting back, start out with 2 days a week and work your way up. You'll stay on that 2 days a week for about 4 weeks. That way you kind of give your body a acclimation, and you'll do that, what they say, 21 days. It takes 21 days to form a habit. Uh, and these tips are very simple, but you have to get started. That becomes the hard part, is making your mind up to get started. I run into this all the time. I get people come up to me all the time, especially men, and I find it. I'm really finding it a little comical and funny now that it used to be 90% of my clientele used to be women, and now it's pretty much like 50-50. So I'm glad that the men have started getting on board and know that there's some helpful, good tips for you, and basically can help you get on track. You don't want to lose sight of that, because once you get out of shape, it almost begins to be a nightmare, and it works on your psyche. You start questioning yourself. I know I'm not the man I used to be. I know I need to get back in the gym. I know I need to start a program. I know I need to da 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 da, yada yada yada. But stop talking about it and be about it. Start slow. You will progress. You will get better. And if you need help, if you need assistance, as I always tell you, you can go to mariontrainer.com, shoot me a message there. And I hope for the ones who may not get to see this, you could also catch it on YouTube. It should be uploaded to it. And it's Marion Trainer on YouTube. And I'm, like I say, like and subscribe. Uh, and all that is like really in the works of becoming better. And I'll be doing more of this, giving you good tips, and sharing some of my stories about what it takes to be in shape, the type of mindset you need to have, and that's just on any level. Whether it is you want to have a great mindset, whether it's getting in shape, whether it's being motivated, whether it's being better in your relationships, and trust me, man, you get in better shape, I'm sure your women will like it. You know, and you both can encourage each other to be in shape. So you dads out there, as they say, you want to get your mojo back, get your mojo back for your lady. Let her know, I'm taking pride and taking care of myself, for not only just for me, but for us, so, and especially your kids. So take your time. Don't feel like you need to do everything at once. Reach out. If you need some motivation, you need some help getting started, you want to get one of my programs, just reach out. The only thing that hurts the most is if you do nothing. That's the only thing that's going to hurt the most. So be mindful of trying to keep yourself thinking about being in shape, because I know sometimes you can look in the mirror and you're like, oh man, this is going to take a while. Well, Rome wasn't built in a day, but it did happen one day. So keep that in mind. And I could, again, I'm Marion Trainer. Check out mariontrainer.com, become a member. We'll email you some great things that's going on that Marion Trainer has going on and up and coming. Uh, take your time with all of this. And remember, start reading your labels. That's very important now, because if you keep turning a blind eye to all the sugar that you're putting in your body, and just by reading and knowing what you're putting in your body as far as the sugar concern, you'll drop weight quick. So again, thank you for joining us, coming on this Marion Trainer Live, and I really appreciate it. For all those who are supporting me, love it, love you, and I'm going to leave you with this as I always. If not you, then who? If not now, when? Take care of yourselves, and most of all, take care of each other. Y'all have a wonderful Sunday. This is Fit Dad Month until Father's Day come. So guys, I will be bringing more important information, good tips for you. Y'all take care.